We're now going to start looking at integrating software for you to list your items and monitor them. Now, the reason why we're going to be looking at this is because so far in the course, you've been looking into CJ dropshipping, primarily CJ dropshipping. You've been doing your product research from AliExpress and then sourcing those items in and then really finding a way on how to list these items onto your eBay store to get them sold from CJ dropshipping. Although that is absolutely fantastic, many of you have been asking me that you want to start working with some local suppliers, some UK suppliers, some USA suppliers, and this is where the listing software will come in. The reason why you're going to really need a software is because the UK and US market cannot operate the way China does, okay? And that's simply being because China works in such a system, their sourcing system, you can't just really do that effectively in the UK or in the US, where they go out there, they have a team to source the best items and then get them shipped out so effectively all over the world. It just isn't going to work for anywhere in the UK or US. Now, these softwares are going to help you in a few ways because they're going to be connected to certain types of wholesale suppliers in the UK and US, and also potential retail. And I know retail dropshipping is not allowed on eBay, but I'm going to show you ways of using it effectively. But more importantly, we're going to focus on the software, and the software we're going to be focusing on is this software here. It's called SKUGrid. Now, I've got a couple opened up here. This one is AutoDS, DSM Tool, and SKUGrid. Now, the reason I'm showing you the three in comparison is because you need to understand that many people will tell you to use AutoDS, many people will tell you to use DSM Tool, and I'm going to tell you why you should be using SKUGrid. You see, although these other tools, there's many others out there, they may have certain good facilities out there, and I'm not going to knock them in any way, but the main problem is the limitation of the amount of suppliers that they work with. See, think about it this way: if you have 1,000 people who are subscribed to AutoDS or 1,000 people to DSM Tool, all these people are tied down to using these specific type of suppliers. Now, if you're from the UK, you can only use wayfair.co.uk, China brands, Amazon.co.uk, and AliExpress, and maybe one or two others. And the same with USA. And then the same thing will happen with DSM Tool because they're very limited to who they use. So what that's going to mean is that you're going to be competing with a heck of a lot of people. Now, when it comes to SKUGrid, SKUGrid has over 800 suppliers on their database. Yes, you heard that right. There's over 800, okay? Now, that basically means you've got such a diversity of companies that you can work with. You can browse through their stores, see what's effective, see what will potentially sell. And this will really help you generate the potential best dropshipping business that you can think of. Now, another thing is that the reason why most people choose not to use SKUGrid is because, I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's not very easy to use at the start, okay? Because this is the thing, SKUGrid has a huge amount of customers, and all these amount of customers have requested all these suppliers in, and they've requested all these other features. Now, there's so many features on there that when a newbie comes to use SKUGrid, what actually happens is they see all these features on there and they're completely baffled on how to use it, and then they no longer use it. So this is why I'm going to take you through the tutorials on how to get SKUGrid set up effectively, and then once you've got it set up and you've used it a little bit, you'll know it like the back of your hand, and then you're going to be able to work with every single one of these suppliers. And also they do support CJ dropshipping, as you can see over here, so you can integrate your CJ dropshipping products. And another thing that I know that you're thinking is API or non-API. For those of you who do not know what that is, API linked software is a software that links to your eBay account, so eBay can detect this link. Now, the problem with using certain API tools is when they make certain requests, eBay forbids it against it's against eBay's terms of service. So there are some API tools that still work, which is absolutely fine, but because of the limitations that they have, then there's not really much you can do. SKUGrid is a non-API linked software, so basically it does not link to your account. eBay cannot see the link, and the way it tracks data, the way it tracks all the information, the way it does stock checks is via eBay's file exchange, which is absolutely fine because there's many big companies that use file exchange to update their product information. So for the rest of this section, I'm going to be showing you how to set up SKUGrid. And remember guys, I will also leave a link to SKUGrid in the description of this video. Make sure you go through my link. The reason why is because I've set up an exclusive deal with SKUGrid where you're going to get 10% off SKUGrid for life. Okay, you heard that right, 10% off for life. And this is an exclusive discount only for people using part of the Financial Freedom Network. Now, another thing is that the lifetime discount will only apply. It will only apply for the first package that you select. So be very careful what package you select, because in the future, if you decide to upgrade, okay, if you decide to upgrade your package, then you will lose that 10% discount. Now, I do want you to know that the discount will only last for the entirety of the current plan that you take from the start. So you need to be very careful which one you select, okay? Now, if you go ahead and upgrade your plan in the future, you will lose that 10% discount. Now, most people, they either go for the 800 plan or they go for the 1800 plan, okay? 800 or 1800. 1800 basically means that you can have up to 1800 items monitored onto your store. It is $59.99, so you're going to get a 10% discount off that. I will leave a link in the description. You need to go through my link and enter the code where it says apply coupon code, type in TFFN boom, all in capitals, and then click apply code. Now, you're either going to go for the 1800 plan, okay, or you're going to go for the 800 plan. There's nothing really in between that. So just have a good think about it, how big you want to build your store. I'm not going to decide that for you. That's something for you to decide. Let's go over to the next video where I'm going to show you how to start setting up SKUGrid. And we're going to go from the start and we're going to move our way. Now, I'm only really going to show you how to set it up for one supplier. But then in the future, if you're going to continue to add more suppliers on there or use other suppliers, then you're just going to use that kind of template and understand using that template. And then what you're going to do is just get it set up most effectively. And then you can start using it for all these multiple suppliers. Let's go over to the next video.